Hi children of grade 8, I welcome you all for the today's English class. Today in this session we are going to see grammar unit chapter 10 modal verbs from a grammar part. Children, before getting into the chapter, let us know about the detailed study of modal verbs with its example in this video, children. Without a further go, let's get started. Children, let's watch a video to understand more about modal verbs. Children, we are going to learn what they are and how they are different from other verbs. Firstly, let's see what is meant by modal verb. It gives more meaning to the main verb. And the next thing, cannot stand alone. It cannot stand alone. These modal verbs are used before the base or the first form of the verb. Let's understand by seeing an example now. The sentence here it is, he can. So here can is a modal verb. Is it giving any meaning? He can? No. So it is incomplete. The sentence it is incomplete. Now if the sentence it is, he can swim. Here can shows the ability to swim. Here the modal verb can provide the ability of him to swim. So here you can notice that after the modal verb the base form that is swim comes. So it is to be noted that modal verbs are also known as modals or modal auxiliaries. The modal verbs are otherwise known as defective verbs. Number 1, they don't use yes or es for the third person singular. Let's understand with an example with the main verb play. In the first person, the sentence it is I play. In the third person, the sentence yes is added with the main verb. That is he plays. But for modal verbs, no yes or es is added. In first person, the sentence it is I can play. If it is third person, the sentence it is he can play. Notice that here there is no change in the modal verb can meeting with the first person or third person. The second reason why they are called defective verbs is they have no ing form and ed forms. For example, the verb play had a forms like playing or played. But a modal verb can don't have the forms like canning or canned. Children, now you would have understood why they are called as defective verbs. Now let's see what are the modal verbs in English. There are 10 modal verbs in English. Can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, must, ought to. I'll repeat, can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, must and ought to. Children, please remember all these modal verbs. These are the 10 modal verbs we have. Children, let's understand what these modals or these modal verbs do. It expresses meanings such as certainty, possibility, ability, permission and request or offers. Let's understand each of them with an example. Firstly, certainty. It can be used when we are certain or sure about a particular thing or an event. For example, it's snowing, so it must be very cold outside. Here, must is the modal verb. Let's look into the next expression, that is possibility. They can be used when a certain thing or event can be possible or impossible. For example, it might rain today. Here the word might shows the possibility of rain. Let's look into one more example of it. That can't be Ankit's coat. It's too tight. Here can't is used to show the impossibility. Let's look into the next expression that the modal verbs express. It is ability. We can use can and could to talk about the skill or ability. For negative, we can use not or could not. For example, I can't play cricket because of my ill health. Here, can't is shows the inability. Now, let's look into the next expression that the modal verb express. Permission. We can use verbs like can, could, or may for asking permission. Let's look into the examples of it. May I ask you a question? Here, may is used to ask permission in a polite manner. Let's see another example. Can I switch on the television? Here, can is used to ask for permission. Let's see one more example here. You may go to dinner tonight. Here, may is used to give permission. Let's look into the next expression that the modal verb express. That is requests or offers. Let's look into the example of it. Could I have some milk, please? Here, could is used to make a request. Let's see one more example. Would you like some help? Here, would is used to make some offer. So these are the 5 possible ways in which the modal verbs can be used. Children, that's all from the modal verbs. Let's see and listen the detailed study of these modal verbs with some more examples now. What is meant by modal auxiliary verbs? Look at the definition here, children. A modal auxiliary verb is a type of auxiliary verb that is used to indicate or modality, that is likelihood, ability, permission, obligation, etc. So look at the examples given here. The applicants must answer the question honestly. Here, this sentence is the example for obligation. Look at the next sentence here. 2 of my friends can play guitar. So here, this sentence is an example to show the ability. So, the main modal auxiliary verbs are shall, should, will, would, may, might, can, could, must, and ought to. So, these are the 10 main modal auxiliary verbs that we can use in the sentences. Can or could. Children, once again, let's recall the expressions for the modal auxiliary verbs, how it express. Express, ability or request. Then the second modal auxiliary verbs are may or might, that express the possibility or suggestion. Then the next one is must. For must, it expresses the necessity or suggestion. Then will or would, it expresses the things for asking requests. Then the next modal auxiliary verb is should or ought to. It expresses the suggestion or obligation. Then at last, the modal auxiliary is used to. It expresses the habit of a person. Children, let's see the 10 modal auxiliaries once again. Can, could, will, would, may, might, must, shall, should, or ought to. So look at here, children. Might is used to show the possibility. For example, it might rain tomorrow. And the next sentence, may. May shows a strong possibility. For example, it may rain tomorrow. And must shows the expression for obligation. You must wear black pants. So must shows the obligation. Some modals can be used in different ways, such as can or would. Can used to express ability or to ask or grant permission. First, let's see for ability. Ben can speak French. So here, can is a modal verb that is used to show ability to speak French. Then, for asking permission or grant permission, see the example here. You can use my markers. You can use my markers. Here, can is the same modal auxiliary verb that express or grant permission to use the mark. For modal auxiliary word, we have three ways to show. First one is past tense of will, and the second one is receptive action in the past, and third one is conditional mode, that is if. Look at the examples for these three ways. First one is Dad said he would buy me new shoes. For past tense of will with the modal auxiliary verb would. Then receptive action in the past, when my cousin lived in Florida. And next for conditional mode with if. If I had enough money, I would buy a drum set. If I had enough money, I would buy a drum set. We would visit them every winter. Children, as I told you, modal verbs are 10. They are can, could, will, would, may, might, shall, should, must, and ought to. I'll repeat: can, could, will, would, may, might, shall, should, must, and ought to. These are the modal verbs that we have in this modal auxiliaries. Children, let's see the modal verbs one by one with its expressions. First one, let's see the first modal verb should. Should is used to express advice. First expression, it is advice. Look at the sentences here. You should eat more fruits and vegetables. I think we should wait for her now. You should take a break and get some rest. The second expression is obligation. So look at the sentence here. You should walk to work. You should walk to work. The next sentence is you should save some money. You should save some money. Then the third sentence is you should do more exercise. So in these sentences, we can see the expression obligation. Children, let's see the next expression. The next expression is probability or expectation. Look at the first sentence here. A ticket to Paris should cost a lot. A ticket to Paris should cost a lot. Then look at the next sentence. This shouldn't be Mark's house. This shouldn't be Mark's house. Look at the next sentence. I smell bread baking. I smell, it is bread baking. There should be a bakery nearby. There should be a bakery nearby. So children, for modal verb should, we can express in three ways. First one is it is advice. We can use to express as advice. We can use to express as a obligation. And the third one is we can use to express as a probability or expectations. Children, let's see the next modal verb, that is may. May is used to express the expressions like possibility, permission, and wish. So first let's see the first expression, that is possibility. Look at the examples given here. She may see him tomorrow before she leave. She may see him tomorrow before she leave. It shows the possibility to see him tomorrow. Then look at the next example. There may be other reasons that we don't know. There may be other reasons that we don't know. Here, this sentence is also an example for expression possibility for the modal verb may. Then look at the next sentence. This cream may produce a stinking sensation. This cream may produce a stinking sensation. So here in this sentence also, may is used to express the expression possibility. The next expression for the modal verb may is permission. Look at the first sentence. How may I help you? How may I help you? So here may is used to express the expression permission. Look at the next sentence also, children. May I speak to Lucy, please? So here in this sentence also, the expression permission is used with the modal verb may. And look at the third sentence also, children. You may sit at the front of the class. You may sit at the front of the class. So here also the modal verb may is used to make expression permission. So that's all, children. For modal verb may, first one is possibility and the second expression is permission. Let's see the third expression, that is wish. For the third expression wish, look at the first sentence, children. May you have a long and fruitful marriage. So here may is used to wish the couple for their married life. So may is used to express the expression wish. So children, the modal auxiliary verb may is used to express the expressions like possibility, permission and wish. So that's all from this modal verb. Let's move on to the next modal auxiliary verb, that is might. Might is the next modal auxiliary verb. Here is the expressions for you. First expression is possibility. So the same way in may, like may, might also express the same expression, possibility, suggestion and conditional. So look at the first example for possibility. He might come and visit us next year. So might is used to show the possibility here. And look at the next example. I might go to the theater tonight. I might go to the theater tonight. So here in this sentence also we can see the expression, that is possibility, by using the modal auxiliary verb might. And look at the third sentence also. It might rain today. It might rain today. So here also you can see the expression possibility which has been expressed with the modal verb might. Look at the next expression, that is suggestion. To suggest something or to give something. So look at the example here. First one, you might want to take a break. You might want to take a break. Here might is used to give some suggestion. You might want to take a break. So here the modal verb might is used to show the expression suggestion. Look at the next sentence, children. You might try this cake. In this sentence, you might try this cake. Here might is expressing the expression suggestion. You might try this cake. Then look at the third sentence. You might not see him tomorrow. It is a negative sentence. You might not see him tomorrow. It is also express the expression suggestion, children. So might, first expression it is possibility, and the second expression is suggestion, and the third expression it is conditional with if. Conditional with if. If I enter the contest, I might win. So it is a conditional sentence. If I enter the contest, I might win. Here you can see the conditional expression with the modal auxiliary verb might along with if. Look at the second sentence. If I had waited longer last night, I might have found out about it. If I had waited longer last night, I might have found about it. So here also you can see the conditional sentence along with the modal verb might. Children, that's all from the present, may and the past might and its expressions along with the examples. Now let's see the next modal auxiliary verb, will in present tense form and would in the past tense form along with the examples. Children, let's see the modal verb will. Will can be used in the expressions like future expressions. Look at the first sentence. Susan will be 10 years old next week. Susan will be 10 years old next week. So it shows the future action as well as future expression. So we are using the modal auxiliary verb will, children. Look at the next sentence, children. Look at the next sentence, children. We will see you tomorrow. We will see you tomorrow. So this also shows the future action. So for expressing the future action, we will use the modal auxiliary will to express the future expressions. So here, I will give you a lift. Here, he is giving voluntarily coming forward to give a lift. So I will give you a lift. So here, willingness, the expression of willingness is happening here, is shown here. So for such expressions, we can use the modal auxiliary verb will. Likewise, the next expression is willing. Willing means voluntarily doing, voluntarily coming forward. So look at the examples here. I will give you a lift. I will give you a lift. Look at the next sentence also, children. I have asked him, but he will not come. Here, unwillingness. So both willingness as well as unwillingness along with the not. That is in the negative form we can express, children. So I have asked him, but he will not come. Here both willingness as well as unwillingness has been expressed using the modal auxiliary verb will. The next expression, third expression is for requesting something, for asking, for requesting something. Look at the first sentence. Will you give me her telephone number? Will you give me her telephone number? Will you give me her telephone number? So here we are requesting someone to give the phone number. So will is the modal auxiliary verb. It is used to express the expression request. So look at the next sentence also here. Will you give this book to Sam, please? Will you give the book to Sam, please? So here also we are requesting someone to hand over the book to somebody. So here we are using the modal auxiliary verb will for requesting something to do. The next expression is for ordering something. So for future expression we will use the modal auxiliary verb will, and for willingness and unwillingness we will use the modal auxiliary verb will. For requesting something we will use the modal auxiliary verb will, and fourth one is for ordering something we will use the modal auxiliary verb will. So look at the first example. Will you stop making such a noise? Will you stop making such a noise? So here we are just ordering someone to keep quiet. So we are using the modal auxiliary verb will to order something or someone to do. Look at the next sentence also, children. You will do as you are told. You will do as you are told. So here also we are just using the modal auxiliary verb will to order someone to be like as they told. And the next expression is, final expression is conditional. as we used conditional, as we see in conditional in the modal auxiliary verb might, here also conditional will along with the modal auxiliary verb will with the word if. Look at the sentence here. If he says that again, I will be angry. If he says that again, I will be angry. So, we are using conditional expression using the modal auxiliary verb will along with if condition. Look at the another example also for conditional expression. If you see him, will you tell him that? If you see him, will you tell him that? So, we are just using if along with the modal auxiliary verb will to express the conditional expressions. So children, that's all from the modal auxiliary verb will. Let's move on to the next modal auxiliary verb would, that is the past form of the will and its expressions. Children, let's see the next modal auxiliary verb would and its expressions. So first one, would is used to express offer. The first expression is offer. So look at the example here. I would help you with Spanish. I would help you with Spanish. So here would is a modal auxiliary verb that is used to express offers. I would help you. Here he is offering help to speak in Spanish. Look at the example children. They would go to the movie if you want. They would go to movie if you want. So here is also the modal auxiliary verb would used in the past tense form to express the expression offer. So children, modal auxiliary verb would is used to express expression in offering something. Look at the next one. Request. The next expression is request. So, see the first sentence here. Would you hand me the pencil? Would you hand me the pencil means would you give me the pencil? So, would is the modal auxiliary verb that is used to express here for the expressions like request. Look at the next example for request here. Would you help me? So, would is a modal auxiliary verb that is used to express the expression request. The next expression is refusal. Refusal means not accepting. Look at the sentence here. I would not. So, if it is refusal or if it is unwillingness, we have to use not. So, it should be changed into the modal verb should be changed into the negative form. So, see the sentence here. He would not lend this car to me. He would not lend this car to me. Look at the next sentence. So, refusal means not accepting. For example, see the next example. She would not let him use her computer. She would not let him use her computer. So, not accepting. Would not is the expression for refusal. So, we are using the modal auxiliary verb would. Next one, conditional. Next one, it is conditional. See here children, conditional expression we have to use if with the modal auxiliary verb would. The first example here, if she won the lottery, she would travel the world. If she won the lottery, she would travel the world. So here, it is a conditional expression along with the word if and along with the modal auxiliary verb would. Look at the next sentence also children. If I had a car, I would drive around the world. If I had a car, I would drive around the world. So here is also the example for conditional expression along with the word and along with the modal auxiliary verb would. Children, look at the next expression. It is future in past. So, in future expression, we will use the modal auxiliary verb will. In the future in past, we will use the modal auxiliary would. So see here, first example, he promised he would tutor me. He promised that he would tutor me. So here the action is in the future and it is in the past. Look at the next sentence also, children. She said she would see her sister tomorrow. So children, the modal auxiliary verb would is used to express these expressions like offer, request, refusal, conditional and future in the past. So that's all from the modal auxiliary verb would. Let's see the next modal auxiliary verb, can. The next modal auxiliary verb is can. So for can, the first expression is to express the ability. So modal auxiliary verb can express the expression as ability. So look at the example here. I can speak 3 languages. So here can shows the ability of a person who can speak 3 languages. Look at the next example also. She can play the piano. She can play the piano. Here in this sentence also, can is used to show the ability that she can play the piano. Then the next expression is offer. So along with the modal auxiliary verb can, we can make sentences that express the expression offer. Look at the first sentence. Can I help you? Can I help you? So here we are just asking someone for offer. Can I help you? So we are using the modal auxiliary verb can to express the expression offer. Look at the next sentence also. I can send this letter for you. I can send this letter for you. So can is used to show the expression offer. Offer of sending the letter for someone. The next expression is possibility. So look at the example here, children. Smoking can cause cancer. When you smoke, it causes cancer. So there is a possibility. Possibility means chance. So when you smoke, there is a chance for cause cancer. So see here, see the example here, children. Smoking can cause cancer. So here we can express the expression possibility. We can see the expression of possibility. So using the modal auxiliary verb can. Look at the next example. It can get very hot there these days. So here there is a expression of possibility using the modal auxiliary verb can. Then look at the next expression, that is for requesting something. See the expression here. See the sentence. Can you hand me this pencil? Can you hand me the pencil? So how we use will first. Likewise, the modal auxiliary verb can also used to make request expressions. Let's see one more example for request. Can I go to the park? Can I go to the park? So here can is also used to express request expressions. And look at the next expression, that is for asking permission. For asking permission. Look at the sentence here. Can I borrow your notebook? Can I borrow your notebook? So it is a permission, expression of permission. So the modal auxiliary verb can is used for asking permission here. Likewise, see the next example also. I can speak to Mary. I can speak to Mary. So here is also the expression of permission is used with the modal auxiliary verb can, children. Children, the next expression is not allowed. That means not accepting. Look at the example here. You cannot drive fast. You cannot smoke here. So here is the expression for not allowed, not accepted. So we are using the modal auxiliary verb can to express ability, offer, possibility, request, permission, and at last for not allowed. So these are the expressions for modal auxiliary verb can, and we can make sentences using modal auxiliary verb can to express these expressions in the sentences. So children, that's all from the modal auxiliary verb can. Let's move on to the next modal auxiliary verb, that is the past tense form of can is could. Children, let's see the modal auxiliary verb and its expression for could. First expression, it is ability. Look at the sentence here. I would play a guitar when I was a child. So for expression of past action, we use the modal auxiliary verb could, and it shows the ability also. To express the expression ability also. I could play a guitar when I was child. Let's see the next example here. I could smell something burning. I could smell something burning. So the action was in the past tense and we are using the past modal auxiliary verb could. The next expression is suggestion. Look at the example here. I could help you with Spanish. I could help you with Spanish. Look at the next example also. They could go to movie if you want. They could go to movie if you want. So it is in the past action and we are expressing the expression suggestion. The next expression is possibility. Look at the sentence here. A lot of crime could be prevented. A lot of crime could be prevented. So could is the expression that shows the possibility in the past action. Look at the next example, children. You could have called first. You could have called first. There is a possibility to call you first. So the modal auxiliary verb could is used to express the. Then the next expression is for request. To request. So look at the sentence here. Could you hand me the pencil? Could you hand me the pencil? So we can ask request using the modal auxiliary verb could. The expression possibility. Look at the next sentence also. Could I go to the park? Could I go to the park? So we can ask request using the modal auxiliary verb could. So here we are using the modal auxiliary verb could to express the expression permission. Then look at the last expression, that is conditional of can. The next expression is permission. So see here the example. Could I borrow your notebook? Could I borrow your notebook? Look at the example for that. I could visit many places if I had more money. I could visit many places if I had more money. So we are using the modal auxiliary verb could with the condition word if to express the expression condition. So in modal auxiliary verb could, we can see these expressions like ability, suggestion, possibility, request, permission and conditional of can. We can use so many expressions using the modal auxiliary verb could. So children, that's all from the modal auxiliary verbs. As I already told you that modal auxiliaries don't have an S, ed or ing endings. Look at the example, he can drive. We cannot express and we cannot write the sentence as he can drive. It is wrong expression. The sentence should be written, if it is with the auxiliary verb, it should not be end with S, ed or ing ending. So he can drive. It is a correct sentence. So it is an example for modal auxiliary and how to use it in the sentence. And the second thing is, don't use an infinitive with modals. For example, to. He can go. It is a correct sentence. We cannot tell it as he can means we should not use infinitive along with the modal auxiliaries. That is the thing. To go. To form the negative sentence, put not after the modals. So if you want to make negative sentence, not should be added after the auxiliary verbs, modal auxiliary verbs. So the example it is given here, he should not go. He should not go. It is the correct formation of negative sentence using the modal auxiliary verbs, children. At last, the last modal auxiliary word, that is ought to. Ought to means otherwise known as should. Here, the first expression is for advice. Look at the example here. You ought to drive carefully. That means you should drive carefully. So instead of should, we can use the word modal auxiliary verb ought to. Look at the next sentence also. I ought to study tonight. So ought to can be used instead of should. So the expression here, it is advice. So that's all from the modal auxiliary verbs, children. Children, at last, let's revise and see the positive, negative and short forms of the modal auxiliary verbs. The main auxiliary verbs are can, could, may, might, ought to, should, will and would. And the short forms are should will be written with apostrophe D, will be written with apostrophe double L, and would also written with the apostrophe ND. These are known as the contraction, that is the short form of the modal auxiliary verbs. Now let's see the short forms for the negative form. So see here the long form of the, that is the main verb, main modal verb with the negative form, that is cannot, could not, may not, might not, ought not to, should not, will not and would not. And the short forms are can't. It should be pronounced as can't. Can apostrophe T, can't. Couldn't. May should not be changed into the short form in the negative form. The next short form is mightn't. That is might not, and the short form is mightn't. Ought not to, ought not to, that means oughtn't to. Shouldn't, should not, the short form is shouldn't. And the next short form is will not, should be pronounced as won't. W-O-N apostrophe T, won't. Then the last auxiliary verb, that is would not, should be pronounced as wouldn't. So that's all from the positive and negative and the short forms of the modal auxiliary verbs, children. So children, that's all from the modal auxiliary verbs, and that's all from the today's chapter 10 modals from our grammar unit. Do the worksheet given and find out the answer and send your answers to me in the group.